Guten Tag, everybody. Coolness is back, and today we are talking about the mundane, the everyday, because even in God's kitchen, life can be fantastic if you let it. I spend a lot of time observing, you see, the little things, the everyday occurrences that make our afterlife so unique. For instance, just this morning, I was thinking about breakfast. You know how some souls just roll out of bed, others are already up and running, and then there's the butter. I tried to tell a joke about butter today, but I knew it wouldn't spread. Get it? Spread like butter on toast, and also spreading a rumor. It's a classic. Okay, maybe not a breakfast crowd. How about exercise? We all need to keep active, right? Even if our main activity is existing. So I saw a banana doing something very peculiar the other day. It was quite a sight, made me think, what's a banana's favorite exercise? Split, like a gymnastic split. And also when you split a banana, the layers, the depths of humor. And then, of course, there's gossip. Even in God's kitchen, secrets get whispered. You know, the usual. Who's been hoarding aura spheres? Who's dating who? Who accidentally mistook a turnip for a radish? Very scandalous. But the other day, I heard that Archangel Michael was telling a secret. A very important one. Or he kept it on the down low, as in LOW, like a low-growing plant. And also, keeping something quiet, it's a play on words. A masterful one, if I do say so myself. This is Guten Abend, my discerning connoisseurs of comedy. Tonight we venture into the most complex of human and plant emotions. Love, loss, and the lufa. Because, you know, they're very absorbent of feelings.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, mic check. Up.
Yes, love is a funny subject, isn't it? Full of twists and turns, like a winding vine. But sometimes love can go wrong. Very, very wrong. You know, like when you're deeply invested and then poof, it's gone. Like a grape that just stops. Why did the grape stop in the middle of the road? Because it ran out of juice. Like a car running out of gas, and grapes have juice. It's a pun. A classic full of pathos. Okay, perhaps that was too deep for a Monday night. Let us lighten the mood. How about sleep? We all need it, even the most energetic of us. You know, sometimes you just see someone perfectly still, perfectly quiet, and you think, what are they dreaming of? Like a piece of broccoli. What do you call a sleeping broccoli? A snooze-cumber? Get it? Like a cucumber, but for sleeping, and broccoli is green, and so are cucumbers. It's a visual pun, and a sound alike. It's multifaceted. And finally, the perils of dating. It's a jungle out there, even in God's kitchen. So many delightful souls, so many potential connections. But you have to be careful, because some are just not ready to commit. I learned that the hard way. I once asked a sweet potato for a date, you know. Thought we had a real connection, but it declined. It said it was already spudding around, as in S-P-U-D, like a potato, and also gallivanting around. It's so clever, it's a double pun, a meta joke. Are you even listening?
Guten Abend, my fellow souls. Tonight we are exploring the fascinating world of personality. Every fruit, every vegetable, every humble sprout has a unique flavor. Or so I am told, because frankly, some of you are just bland. You know, I meet so many different characters here in God's kitchen. Some are fiery, like a chili pepper. Others are very sweet, like a sugar beet. And then there's Noel, a coconut, full of contradictions. Hard on the outside, but very nutty on the inside. Okay, too much introspection. Let's talk about others. There are some truly sharp individuals here. Very astute, like a radish, always getting straight to the point. Why did the potato cross the road?
Screw you.
Why did the potato cross the road? To get to the other side. A classic. It's timeless. And it applies to potatoes. They don't have much motivation, do they? They just whoa. And then you have those who are very reserved, very quiet. They keep to themselves, like a mushroom, always in the shadows, thinking deep tarts or just decomposing. It's hard to tell sometimes. What do you call a mushroom who's always invited to parties? It's a fungi, get it? F-U and G-I, like fungus, and also fungi, it's a double pun. It's a microscopic masterpiece of wordplay. This is gold, people. Pure comedic gold. Guten Tag, my loyal and perhaps slightly lost audience. Conus is here to talk about a universal experience. Movement, or in our case, the distinct lack of it. Ah, the trials of transportation in God's kitchen. You see, we're not exactly built for speed, are we? Unless you're a rogue turnip rolling downhill, which, let me tell you, is not funny when you are the one in its path, but it got me thinking about getting from A to B, or more accurately, from A to A minor, because it's usually just a tiny shuffle. Why don't plants like to travel long distances? Because they don't want to leave their roots. Ha, get it? Roots like our feet. And also the origin of things, it's a botanical pun. Very sophisticated. Okay, maybe you prefer something with a bit more zing, like citrus. You know, sometimes you just want to get somewhere fast, but you're stuck. Like a lemon in a very, very slow squeeze. What did the lemon say to the lime in a race? You fall in lime, as in L-I-M-E. And falling behind, it's a play on words. Very juicy, very citrusy. Come on, that's almost edible humor. And then there's the issue of directions. So many paths in God's kitchen. The desert, the forest, the circles. It's a veritable labyrinth, and sometimes you just get lost, like a lost berry. Why was the berry always late? Because it kept getting stuck in a jam, as in food jam and also traffic jam. It's brilliant, it's multifaceted. It combines culinary concepts with everyday frustrations. This is cutting-edge comedy. Guten Abend, esteemed residents of God's kitchen. Tonight, we embark on a journey into the unknown, the mysteries, the unbeatable enigmas that surround us. Kronos is here to shed some light on the shadows. You see, there are things here that just don't make sense. Why is the desert so long? Why are there circles of society? And what about, well, certain entities that don't quite fit the mold? It's a puzzle, my friends. A very confusing puzzle. When did the apple stop working? Because it ran out of juice. Ha! Again with juice. It's versatile. It's a common thread in our existence. And apples are healthy. This is wholesome humor. Okay, perhaps a more grounded mystery. Like, how do things just appear? We were just existing then. Poof, here we are. It's like magic. Or anything else. What did the celery say to the carrot on a dark night? I feel like I'm in a stalker movie. Get it? Stalk? Like a celery stalk. And also a stalker. It's terrifying and funny. It's a blend of genres. This is true art.
I'm just too funny.
And then there are the truly unexplained phenomena, the anomalies, like why some of us are so utterly dense, like a very dense potato. But that's a different joke. This one is about secrets whispered in the wind. Why do mushrooms make bad secret keepers? Because they always spill the beans. Ha! As in literally spilling beans and also telling secrets. It's brilliant. It's botanical espionage. This is the pinnacle of comedic timing.
Laugh. What is stupid? People don't laugh. Come on, Chorus. You're the best. You're the funniest guy I know.
Guten Abend, my emotionally ripe friends. Tonight, Conus delves into the deep, dark, delicious world of fruit therapy. Because even here in God's kitchen, we have feelings. Yeah, we have inner pulp. Ha! You know, I once tried to give therapy to a very anxious apple. It was worried about everything. Its skin, its core, its apple relationship problems. I told it, don't worry, just let us know what's on your mind. Huh? Lettuce, like the vegetable, and also letting us know. It's about communication, people. It's the core of healing. Another time, a very sad grape came to me. It felt insignificant, like it was just one of many. I tried to tell it, you're not just a grape, you're grape-tastic. But it just cried more, and I thought, why is this grape so sad? Because it heard a rumor that it was going to be wind up, like making wine, and also getting upset. Oh, Konus, you are a master of emotional puns. You know, the most difficult patient I ever had was a very defensive Durian. It had so many emotional spikes. I tried to tell it, just open up, cantaloupe your feelings. Cantaloupe, like the melon. And also, can elope. Oh, the layers of psychological insight.
Why don't you laugh?
Guten Tag, my wealthy and aspiringly wealthy friends. Connors is here to talk about the backbone of our economy, the shimmering, glorious aura spheres. You know, banking in God's kitchen is truly unique. We don't have boring paper money. We have glowing orbs. It's like a wave, but with less dancing and more fiscal responsibility.
I'm sorry, I'm just too funny.
Oh, you guys are too much. Anyway, these aura spheres, they come in different colors, right? Black for the financially challenged and white for the super rich. I mean, who knew being rich could be so transparent? I was at the bank just yesterday trying to deposit some of my performance earnings, and I saw a very nervous blueberry trying to open a new account. The teller, a stern old turnip, asked him, "Do you have any references?" And the blueberry said, "Yes, I'm a really very good person." Get it? Very good. Oh, Konos, you are too clever. The best part about aura spheres, they don't weigh anything. Imagine trying to carry a sack of black water spheres. You need a root barrel. Oh, that's just too good. My sides. You know, I overheard a potato trying to get a loan for a new home. He needed a lot of white aura spheres. The banker asked him, "What's your biggest asset?" And the potato said, "My spectacular credit score." Spectacular. It's an investment in humor, and it pays dividends in groans, or in my case, laughter, both silent.
Mum says I'm funny, and Mum says I'm funny. Mum says I'm funny. Yes, that's what I need to remember. My mom says I'm funny. So if these people don't laugh, they're just dumb. And my jokes are too smart for these guys. Okay, let's go. Chorus. 1, 2, 3.
Guten Abend, my shadowy friends. Tonight, Corners reveals a painful truth, a dark chapter in my comedic career. The reason I was banned from the mineral bars, yes, the fancy ones in the central circle, is a tragedy, a great injustice. You don't believe me. It's true. I once tried to order a mineral water and the bartender, a very snooty asparagus, asked sparkling or still, and I said, "I'm still sparkling with comedic potential." Get it? Still sparkling. Oh, Kronos, you are too brilliant for these Philistines.
Damn it!
We just didn't get my sophisticated humor. I was telling a joke about a very shy rock. It always tried to hide in the ground, because it was feeling a little stoned. Stoned? Like a rock? And also being under the influence. It's a double entendre. A very subtle one. Clearly too subtle for the central circle.
What the fungus, man?
Growing, agitated, and then the final straw, I told a joke about why you should never trust atoms. Because they make up everything. And a very large muscular yam, who was the bouncer, said, "Get out, you punny little coconut." Punny. He called me punny. The audacity. I am not punny. I am a purveyor of wonderful humor. And they just threw me out like an unwanted pit. This is why I prefer the darkness, the shadows. At least here, my jokes are not met with the blinding glare of incomprehension. Guten Abend, God's kitchen. Connors here, ready to talk about true beauty. Tonight we talk about the one, the only, the magnificent Miss Coco. Oh, Miss Coco, the famous singer, glamorous, loved by all. And let me tell you, when she steps on stage, even I'll get a little coconutty. You know, they say she's a chocolate bar. And I say, good, because I love a woman I can truly devour with my eyes. And maybe a little more if she's into that. I mean, look at her. So smooth, so rich, so tempting. I bet she smells like pure heaven. Imagine waking up next to Miss Coco every morning. The possibilities, the breakfast options. I tell her, baby, you're the only bar I want to be stuck in. Then she'd giggle and my charm is simply irresistible. Inspector Sukri is a strong, independent woman, yes. And I admire her firmness, but Miss Coco, she's got that soft, sweet side, the kind that makes you want to unwrap her secrets. I've got this joke, right? Why did Miss Coco bring a ladder to her concert? Because she wanted to reach the high notes and maybe get a better view of her adoring fans, like me, up close and personal. I once wrote her a song in my head. It went something like this. Oh Coco, my sweet delight, you make my whole world feel just right. Your curves, your shine. Oh, what a sight. I dream of you both day and night.
Come on, guys. Good man. Please hum with me.
Still, no call back from her. She's probably just playing hard to get, like all truly desirable women. Or maybe she's too busy counting all aura spheres from all those concerts. I've got white ones. She's probably got like iridescent ones that sparkle when she moves. Perfect match. A rich, hilarious, handsome coconut and a sexy singing chocolate bar. Guten Abend, God's Kitchen. Connor's here, and tonight we're talking about social stratification. Specifically the outer circle and why you definitely don't want to be there. Unless you like roughing it or being poor. Or having black aura spheres. God's Kitchen has circles, right? Inner circle for the elite, middle circle for the middle. And the outer circle for the unfortunate. It's where the poor and low class vegetables, fruits and trees live. No offense, but it sounds like a real dumpster dive. And they prefer my aura spheres fresh and glowing, not covered in whatever poor people have on them. Me, I reside in the lap of luxury. My aura spheres are so white they practically glow in the dark. I'm an inner circle kind of guy. Even if this club is in the middle, I'm slumming it for you, for your education, so you can understand true wealth and true comedy. It's like when I told Inspector Sukri, baby, my aura spheres are so bright, they light up your darkest criminal investigation. She didn't laugh, but I know she was impressed. She just hit it with her stern French police face. And the outer circle, what do they do there all day? Scavenge for discarded husks? Trade sad stories about their lack of white aura spheres, probably, while I'm here, contemplating the sheer beauty of Miss Coco and wondering if she prefers her chocolates milk or dark. She's so sweet, like a perfectly ripe fruit, the kind that makes you want to take a bite, a metaphorical bite, of course. You know what your problem is? You're all just content with your mediocrity. You probably dream of the outer circle, while I dream of Inspector Sukri in a white wedding dress, and Miss Coco in, something equally revealing. Guten Abend, God's Kitchen. Jonas is here. Tonight I want to talk about friends, or more specifically, that one friend we all have. You know the type. The one who's always there, always present, always annoying. He knows who he is. And if he's watching, which he probably is, because he has nothing better to do, then this one's for you, buddy. He's like super timid and shy, always reading his little comic books, playing his little games, never really says much unless it's to whimper about something. Honestly, sometimes I wonder why I even hang out with him. Alright, because he's the only one who ever laughed at one of my jokes, once. That makes him practically my biggest fan. Even if he is a bit of a wet turnip, he's always asking me for help too. Oh, Kunus, can you protect me from these bad gangsters from the outer circle? Oh, Kunus, I'm scared of the police station. Like, gross spine buddy, you're an onion. You're supposed to make people cry, not the other way around. I mean, I scare people too, but it's with my raw comedic talent and overwhelming desirability, not because I'm a quivering blob. I once told him about my plans to serenade Inspector Sucree from a hot air balloon made of pure aura spheres floating over the new theme park, and he just went pale, said it sounded dangerous. Dangerous! It sounds romantic. It sounds like the kind of grand gesture that would make a French police apple fall madly in love with a German coconut. But no, he just looked like he was about to shed layers of tears. So melodramatic. He probably thinks romance is sharing a fizzy pop minnow drink at the local hospital canteen. You know, I also told him about my desire to marry Miss Coco. The most beautiful, luscious chocolate bar in God's kitchen, and he just looked at me with those big, watery eyes like he was about to burst. He said, "Goodness, that's a lot of women for one coconut." And I said, "Yes, buddy, it is, because I'm a lot of man and a lot of coconut, and my aura spheres can handle it. Plus, I have so much excess sun ray energy. I glow." But he just didn't get it. Probably too busy worrying about his own lack of female attention. He has no game. Absolutely none.